Testing, testing, testing. This is me testing my stupid fucking voice. Testing. Testing again my shitty ass voice. I poop out of my butt. I am once again testing the sound of my penis. Mic check 1 2. Pee pee poo poo. I have diarrhea. Mud butt. Q Q Q Q.
What's up?
Let me go back to this. Push to talk. There we go.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
New US. Oh.
I heard about it. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet.
The kind of shit that every fucking DM hates. They made summon spells like not a pain in the ass.
They also have a really cool level 6 transmutation spell, which I really like.
How's this for volume?
Sound good?
Perfect.
Do I sound good?
You always sound good, buddy.
Oh,
Does anyone hear rhythm? Because I don't.
Nope.
No.
Okay. Good. I mean, it's sort of good. Well, Groovy wasn't working either, so Discord is probably, got issues because it's got so many people online at the moment. That's just my little guess.
Yeah. Groovy was fucking up for me last night too.
Okay.
I tried to use it. I was using it on my other server while we were playing games. It just fucking went offline. And yeah, I don't know.
Oh my god, is Sash actually here?
Yes.
I missed you so bad.
It's been so long.
We could really use you to help wrangle the fucking cat.
Wrangle the cat?
No.
Well, you see, we got to a burning village with a bunch of guards walking around. One of them walked up to Gorham and demanded to know what he was doing, and kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, worried about being attacked because here comes this fucking monstrous-looking half-orc in, and then he just fucking killed the guard.
Just one shot him.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Gorham.
That was a big my bad, you guys.
I guess we only killed one guard in the end, though. That's,
Yeah.
admirable, maybe?
Nah.
Yeah, because Shen was able to get in an intimidation check to calm everyone down.
With a crit,
So,
I think.
yeah, he got a crit.
It's a -1 modifier.
Brilliant. Alright, look, we're all here, and I don't have your time particularly because, I'm likely to drop out periodically. So we'll get straight into it. Rhythm, if you don't mind, that'd be great. But I'll leave you to do your own thing, Rhythm. Best of luck. Okay, so we have come a long way since the gutters of Baldur's Gate. Not that many of us were in the gutters of Baldur's Gate. We're pretty much dead since then. But that's neither here nor there, right? Anyway, the story's come a long way since the gutters of Baldur's Gate. We know full well that Elturel signed a contract with the dead The exact story progression is unclear, and perhaps it never need really be made clear. But what we know is that Zariel was once an archangel. She, or was once an angel anyway, a great powerful angel. She made a deal with the people of Elturel where they would assist her in a charge into hell. Basically, they were participating in what we now know as the Blood War, an eternal battle between devils and demons, where occasionally other factions get drawn in. And Zariel threw the Hell Riders of Elturel, the companions, right in headlong, and it didn't go well for them. They couldn't possibly triumph. They indeed couldn't even sustain themselves against such terrible interplanar might. And we now understand that it ended with Zariel becoming the Archduke, or becoming the Duke of Hell, or the Duke of Avernus. However, whatever, it's not quite entirely clear, but it happened, and that's the main thing. Now, of course, Elturel was drawn into Avernus, pulled on great chains that bound it to this infernal plane, and these chains are constantly lowering the city of Elturel into the River Styx. And we've got enough experience now with the River Styx to have some idea what's probably going to happen when finally that city is submerged beneath its bloody waves. In any case, it has become a hotspot of interplanar violence. The demons of the abyss are pouring into Avernus with reckless abandon, even more reckless abandon than they normally display. And it's all that the devils can do to hold them back. They are outmatched, they are outnumbered. It's only sheer tenacity and desperation, and of course tactics, that are keeping them from triumphing and overwhelming Elturel. All of that is in our past. We have crisscrossed Avernus since then, having many what other people might call adventures, but we might call misadventures at best, bordering on chaotic, clumsy, I don't know, not fast as, yeah, that works. Buffoonery, and no shortage of it. In the end, we did a deal with Arkan the Cruel. We traded the soul of a unicorn to give him a little bit more power, and he ended up working with us. In some way, our party kind of is favourable towards Tiamat. Certainly not the entire party, but a large enough sub-faction within the group for us to kind of be enacting Tiamat's will, whether we kind of want to or not. Anyway, that all of this brings us to the Sword of Zariel. Fuckery, buffoonery, basically the same thing. All of this brings us to the Sword of Zariel. It seems that the Sword of Zariel, as we have discovered, lies at the heart of a temple called the Bleeding Citadel. Now, the Bleeding Citadel shouldn't be in Avernus. It's a place of purity, of goodness, of honor, and all those holy things that just don't belong here. It seems that Avernus reacted the way we might react to a foreign body and our objects, by scabbing it over with pus and grime and organic tissue, as if Avernus was trying to devour, trying to eat the entire citadel and, of course, the sword within. We reached the sword, but before we could take it, we were transformed, teleported, projected, I don't know, ask the wizards. But we find ourselves in the town of Idleglen. Idle Glen is a historical anomaly. Those of us who are scholars will know something about it. And the most important thing to know about Idle Glen is that it was, yes, exactly, welcome back. The most important thing to know about Idle Glen is that I'll just get rid of it completely. You'll probably have to reload the page to get rid of it though. Alright. So the priest comes out, priestess rather, and she says, what a blessing this is that Baldur's Gate has sent some of their mercenaries to aid us. We prayed to Zariel, we prayed, and it would seem that our prayers have been answered in a most unusual form.
Yay.
What were your prayers again?
We prayed that Zariel would save our town, as she did a generation ago when the Gnolls attacked. Although this time, we have been facing a much more dire enemy. The Gnolls have brought with them demons.
Well, just so happens we're specialized in demon killing, aren't we?
Truly, our prayers are answered.
Say, I don't suppose Zariel might show up?
We are praying that she will. We have been praying all day. I am sure that she will come to save us.
Look at the statue, as if holding my breath, seeing if it will move.
Well, in any case, we're here. Where do you need us?
Perhaps protecting the perimeter. Or perhaps you could put out fires or search for survivors. I fear that the monsters will come back.
Well, what do you say, everyone? Fan out or hunker
I say
down?
we split the party.
We have to be here for some sort of reason.
But Incanis is up for looking for survivors. It also keeps us in town and close for in case we need.
Do I get the sense that because they're responding to us, is it a dream, or does all of this actually feel real?
I guess you'll need to make an insight check.
I can tell you that Goron thought it was just a vision until he murdered that guy.
And then he got blasted with psychic damage.
Yeah, that's a key piece of information right there. Gorham attacked one of the good guys, one of the town's defenders, and he was able to kill him easily enough. But he was then struck down with psychic energy you saw him get a splitting headache that caused his ears to bleed. So the inside of 11 won't tell you much, but you can make of that what you will.
Whatever the reason we're here for, I don't know what this is. It could be a trap, it could be a vision, it could be some sort of test. I think we just need to play along for now and see what happens.
So, Incanis is going to be kind of amazed at what this green stuff is. Because she's never been to the Prime Material.
Yeah. She would have heard of grass, though, right? Maybe?
She thinks her mother may have mentioned it once when she was young.
Yeah, like a green carpet of life that covers almost all of the world. It's soft and filled with tiny creatures.
She kind of expected, like, so what is this for?
It's for birding.
What is what for?
She was gonna rip up a clod, just like a handful of grass, like this. What purpose does it serve?
Gorm will look at you and say, soaking up the blood of your enemies.
The warhorse starts eating some of the grass.
Incanis is gonna think on this.
It's like soul coins for animals.
There we go. Alright. Well, then I guess we should start searching for survivors.
Sure. So, Incarnus, you're taking something of a lead on this, but more enthusiastic than the others, at least. And as you pull people from burning buildings and send them on their way, they kind of go wispy when they get out of your vision. They're completely solid and real. You can hear their screams, you can smell their sweat, you can feel their fear. But once you liberate them from their danger and they run towards the temple doors don't actually open for them. They just kind of ghost through them.
That's weird.
Well, something's definitely fucking here.
I think we might be in some sort of echo of the past. While we can interact with it, some parts don't change.
Tilly will try to enter the temple as forcefully as needed.
The temple is barred and thus would be unable to open without anything short of battering ram.
She has a head.
You start headbutting the door, and the guards tell you that they need the door intact to protect the people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could get us inside.
Really?
We have no reason to go inside, do we?
Yeah, no. Maybe if things become dire.
I will. I'm just preparing some spells, so. But, I say we fan out a little bit, see where the most defensible positions are.
Alright. So the party begins to split up, and as you do, you come across injured people and small-scale battles where gnolls are fighting with guards, and you dispatch them easily enough. Throughout this the chaos and violence, you're being relatively helpful, aren't you?
Yeah, trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
I mean,
right.
we aren't always mustache twirling villains. Sometimes we are, but not all.
Not right, man. Shen, you're the furthest down towards the west, and so on the horizon, through the misty smoke, which seems to engulf this place like a cloud at a distance of about 120 feet, you can see several beasts emerge from within the smoke, within the mist. Roughly half a dozen of them appear to be humanoids, those slavering, dog-headed humanoids that we killed lots of during our venture into the Scab, and they are being pursued or backed up by a hideously large creature that at first you think is a giant dog, but which later becomes apparent is actually a giant hyena. They will be upon you within seconds. What do you do?
I like to use my key points to form my full upper body. And then I'm going to amplify my voice using my head and yells at everyone that they're coming.
Alright, so with the amplified voice ringing clearly through the smoke and hissing of the burning buildings, the party will all have one round with which to prepare before these beasts will essentially be on Shen.
And they're coming from the west?
The west, that's right.
Not to the west.
Possibly.
Oh god, I gotta reload him. I got that thing where I move around and like the dynamic lighting stays in one place.
You know you love it.
It's true, I love the big black sensor bar moving over everything.
So sensitive. Alright. So, Tilly, you hear the old man roaring out his voice from the west. And what do you do?
Tiamat protects us all.
One of the guards looks at you with horror.
Right, that's all I can do.
Alright, that's a dash action, is it?
That's a dash, yeah.
Brilliant. Vivo.
Sorry, it's still reloading. One second.
Of course, we'll give you 2 goes when you get back in Karnas.
Casting Spirit Guardians at 5th level.
Alright. Gora.
And moving.
Gorma's going to roar and just say, "Time to show you what the blessing of a real god looks like." Grunch! And to run and dash.
These poor guards. Had to be helped by servants of Tiamat and Grumsh.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you know your allies are going to betray you at your weakest point, but you have no choice. Alright, Shen. Incarnus is coming up to join you on the front line. Do you intend to maintain the front line?
Yeah.
Alright.
So how far away from me are they?
They're getting really close. They're probably 80, 120 feet.
This place is huge.
It's a big map.
So,
the
like,
square's meant to be 10 feet increments?
Presumably. I mean, I didn't change it to 10 feet, so I guess the answer is yes.
I'm just gonna maintain propping myself up with my quarterstaff while my astral arms are preparing to fight.
Excellent, excellent. Let's change the scale, because big scales like this suck.
Yeah, because otherwise houses are 70 foot long.
Yeah, and when you put a large
in
creature
town is
down,
rich.
yeah.
Everyone's got a mansion.
Alright, so there we go. So if you moved previously, you can move again, because, whatever.
My voice now reaches like 3 towns.
there we go. My aura also reaches a lot farther.
Alright. Everyone's happier now except for the Knolls. No one cares. Well, yeah, true. Alright, Billy Kimber.
He's gonna kind of sigh and go, do we really have to defend these fucking people? I mean, we just got done fighting some fucking demons, and then just gonna pull out a syringe and inject myself. Then I guess just walk towards the group, the rest of the group, the west.
It really takes the edge off.
Nicer, it's +4 now.
Damn.
I really gotta look at the Blood Hunter. That's pretty cool.
+4, wow. Yeah, I gotta.
Yeah, the new stuff is crazy.
Gee, that's hard.
Yeah, I got 22 dexterity right now.
That's something else. Superhuman credits.
I'm just going to cast False Life at 2nd level on myself, and then move 30 feet.
Brilliant. Kamala.
I'll just move up 60 feet.
Alright. So, running towards you at full speed and cast and Shen are a small tribe of gnolls. There's about 8 of them. They're being backed up by a hyenodon, which is a giant hyena. Charge and run onto the map. However, we get lots of screams coming from the north at the same time, the north-northeast. And people scream in that direction, and you hear the sound of a pair of giant apes beating their chests in anger, in fury, and you realize that we're being attacked from multiple directions.
Is that all the far they get?
We had a round, remember?
That's true.
We did, and that was the Knoll's turn anyway. It's Tilly's go.
I'll keep on dashing forward.
Alrighty, Weeble. You didn't get your go earlier, did you?
You moved.
No, when I came back, I just dashed to the west.
Alright. Cool, it's your go again now.
Alright. Well, everyone else is going to the west, so I guess people will start heading to the north.
Alright. And Carnage, you are the front line. Yeah, sorry, Weevil,
He will dash there and use a bonus action to hide.
Alright, I'm gonna go straight ahead. And what am I doing? I'm just smacking this one with a long sword with booming blade.
Alright. The Gnoll holds up his shield, but you cleave straight through it.
For 10?
10 points of damage. It sends him into a fury, but it does not dampen his spirit.
Wow, that is the worst.
It is literally the worst, actually, isn't it? Because it's like all ones?
I mean, it
No,
could be
that's
slightly
fine.
worse.
Not quite all ones.
Oh my god, that's 3 ones though.
Alright.
I know what I'm taking next level, good god.
What?
The one where I can spend a sorcery point to reroll.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that used to good effect.
But that's my turn.
But Loin know that. Alright. Laura.
Okay.
Alright, upon hearing that roar come from the north, and Gorm is going to run up next to Veeble. Give me just a sec. Yeah, 40 is right next. Use another 40 to roar, dash up here, and challenge them.
They beat their chest in response. Shan.
So you use 20 feet of movement to go to here. Use my 10 feet range to punch the gnoll.
Alright.
16.
Will punch him in the chin, completely unsuspecting. It's not a knockout blow, but it is enough to break his jaw.
15.
Ooh, that's pretty good. And it shakes his head for a moment, regains his senses, and continues to pursue you. 15 will be enough as you knock away his shield and find and land your blow. How does he die?
You don't see anything, you just see his head just get hit and he snaps his neck.
Brilliant. Clean. Far too clean for a creature this dirty.
You move 5 more feet and attack this one with 10 feet range.
Excellent. Crunch. A decisive blow. And enough to knock it senseless, leaving it reeling and confused.
It's still up though, yeah.
It still stands. But not for long.
18, yeah.
Yeah, and that'll almost certainly defeat it. How does this one die?
So it's blindsided and hit in the side of the head. Falls over.
Crunch. The temple has been crumpled in. And that's when the giant hyena, the hyena dog, comes onto the map, running up this paved road, the only paved road in Idlewood. Billy Timber.
Going to prick my finger with the tip of my arrow, let it bleed on top of the crossbow, and electrical energy will surround it. And I will look to the soldier as I walk by him and be like, "All right, this is how you shoot." And I'm gonna take a shot at whoever's closest I can shoot at.
The paladin. Do you? He said whoever's closest. So line up who you're attacking. I assume it's one of the gnolls. It'll.
Yeah,
certain, that'll hit.
Yeah, it's hard to measure.
Right. Well, it's more than 100, less than 400. So you'll hit that front gnoll, in spite of the extreme rain. Oh, nasty. But, doesn't right, but it leaves him reeling, like a man who's been shot and knows that his next action is to die.
And I look to the soldier behind me, like, you see that, boys? Maybe if you fought like that, maybe your city wouldn't be burning right now. That's the end of it.
You inspire them, and they roll to attack. But they are not as proficient as you, and they get disadvantage. Oh, it lands just a few feet short. Like, it was close. They missed by only inches. Are you proud of them?
I am not.
They fade away into nothing, disappearing with shame on their face. Granite.
I will dash, I think, to back up. And I'll yell out to Gorm.
You take the big one. I'll take the other one.
My pleasure.
Unfortunately, the Balguras answer your challenge with a challenge of their own before turning invisible. They are pursued by some confused wretches. Don't really know what's going on anymore, but they know their role is to die pitifully and without purpose, so they do so. We're coming to get you! Kamali. Oh yeah, that's gonna be it. Alright, so 12... Sorry, yeah? Perfect. So it is an excellent blow. Both of your hexes, both of your Eldritch Blasts land with perfection, exactly where you want them to. What does the final moment of this dredge look like before he explodes into goo and then vortex?
I guess the first blast hits him in the gut and he kind of doubles over and then looks up just in time to get the second one in the face.
Perfect. And they don't have bones per se, they just turn into slime after being destroyed, like when you crack open a goo chocolate. Alright. The gnolls try to avoid the spirit guardians and try to find a way around Incarnus. Runs up, through the fire. This one pursues him. These two go the opposite way. Down and up again. Avoids the fire. Being pursued by an ally.
Alright.
Chili.
I'm still screaming, running forward.
Brilliant.
Alright.
Weevil.
Vabel is going to move out here next to Gorum. And then is You know what? Fuck it. We'll give it a shot. One second.
Yeah.
Just need to look at one thing on here. Oh, cool. And he's going to cast Fairy Fire in that area. Just to see if it manages to catch anything.
And briefly you see the shape of a gorilla form, but it can't seem to attach itself. It doesn't coalesce around the target.
Good to know.
Good idea though. Incarnus. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna go.
Dash back.
Cool.
My bad.
Yeah, no, mine as well.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and. Where am I moving? I'm gonna move here to kind of block off that one and get this guy.
Alright.
And I'm gonna boom blade the guy next to me.
Okay.
And completely lift.
The Knoll absolutely doubles over with laughter. He is so amused by how pathetic you are.
Alright, I'm also casting Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action, because I forgot to do that last round.
Good idea.
What's it look like?
Yeah.
It looks like a spiritual weapon. Just basically a copy of my sword.
Sure.
And I'm gonna cast it at 4th level.
Alright.
And if I can find it, there it is.
So interesting how it's not a concentration spell, huh?
It's so nice that it's not.
Mm.
Alright, so it's here to hit this guy. So there's
And
a 24 hit.
it will, and you will have the last laugh as you almost certainly execute him. Death.
So a total of 17 damage.
What does his, as he doubles over with laughter, he is so amused by your clumsiness. How does he stand?
I swing, missing, and he starts doubling over until he starts choking and realizing he's got blood coming out of his mouth after he got stabbed through the lung from behind by the spiritual weapon.
Starts laughing. Such a hilarious one.
Alright, that's a better roll for this round.
It is. Alright.
And hold on, let me see. Yeah, I can go ahead and move like that.
Sure. The flames lick your face, but their radiant heat doesn't burn you. Don't quite get close enough.
I'm resistant anyway.
Good point. Alright, Gorham.
Holy fuck!
Perfect timing for Gorham to charge in, rage, and go to town.
That just got
Alright,
really
Solly.
fucking loud.
It's the power of Grumsh.
It is. I can confirm.
Messed up. And we'll be attacking recklessly.
Brilliant. You might want to deal the first damage first because they are just wretches.
I would have made an attack against the next one anyway, so let's see.
Oh, Jesus!
Alright. So the first one is reduced to just liquid mist.
Alright, and the second one.
No, the first attack reduced him to liquid mist.
Yeah, I would have moved forward and made the attack against
Sure.
the next one, yeah. Which I'm also assuming is liquid mist.
You got it?
And as he's covered in this red mist, he's just roaring and laughing and saying Grumsh. Grumsh.
Great weapon master means a third attack.
No, I use my bonus action to start my rage.
Of course.
That happens to me every single time. Every single time I use my bonus action to start my rage, I either get a kill or get a crit.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Shen, the Hyenodon is charging at you.
I'm gonna double back and get the stragglers.
Excellent. You are rewarded for your attack.
Gonna take this one.
Okay. He holds up his shield behind his head, and when it strikes, when you strike it instead, he finds it hilarious, and he laughs at it mockingly. He lowers his shield, he can laugh, and it enables you to deliver an easy blow. Now his friend is laughing. Not enough. That'll hit. and leaves him barely conscious, but seeing stars and still standing. Your 3-hit combination will prove irresistible. And what's the final moment of this Joker look like?
You punch through his shield through him.
Splinters fly everywhere.
But of course, since I'm an old man, it's all my astral arms, and so I'm just resting on my quarterstaff.
Brilliant.
Of course.
I use dodge my movement to position myself like right here.
Excellent. And you bring him into range, and he prepares to charge you. But not before the giant hyena can do so first. It rushes at you with a speed of 50.
It's as fast as I go.
Yeah, it's pretty fast, that. Tramples its own allies underfoot. And ravages you. GM Liar. 15?
Miss.
Didn't think so. Billy Kimber.
Only has one attack.
Yeah, pretty lame, hey?
I shall shoot him twice. The big guy with the...
Your unerring accuracy is admirable. That was against the Hyenodon, right? That's fighting Shen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. 17 and 12, 29? Alright.
And as I'm doing this, I'm telling an annoying story about myself to the soldiers, like a rambling drunk.
The soldiers give you that kind of where people are too nervous to breathe, but don't actually like you.
And that's the end of my turn.
Credits. You see that the attempt to reveal the Balgura with fairy fire has failed. What do you do?
Would it be my action to try and spot them, or can I just see if there's any like footprints going around?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, perception check. It'll prove a lot easier than you might expect.
Is it action though, or not?
It will be an action. Yeah, it will be an action. Yeah.
In that case, I won't try it.
All right.
Instead, I'm just going to come up here and I'm going to ready Resilient Sphere to cast as soon as a Balgura appears. So I'm not casting it yet, I'm just readying my action for as soon as the Balgura appears. You there, Rocky? I guess he's disconnected.
Oh.
So, how's everyone's day going?
Meh.
Fine so far.
Everyone's stocked up on toilet paper and food.
I'm deemed essential at work now. And we just shut the whole state down.
What do you work? What's your work, sorry?
I build X-ray machines for military defense and medical companies and a bunch of other stuff.
That's essential.
Yeah, we work for defense contractors.
Right, okay.
So they're basically allowed to do whatever they want. And they said, yeah, we want you guys still around, so you become essential.
And how do you feel about that?
I get free food for the next 2 weeks at work, so I'm fine.
Oh, cool.
There's only like 10 of us actually in the building, so it's not much different than being stuck at home.
Do you have a lot of work going in, or are you just sort of?
Oh no,
there
we're
just
pulling
in
out
case?
supplies. We can't build anything.
Oh wow.
So wait, you're open, but you can't actually build anything.
We have a few systems working on it.
Okay.
Super limited on projects right now.
Yeah, a lot of times what you have people are on, they can't actually do production or stuff like that, but they still need to be able to provide support and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So all the engineers and stuff are working from home now, but guys actually building it are set to come in still, so whatever.
I'm just waiting for when I'm gonna be officially furloughed with my.
Yeah.
And hoping the company survives.
I've said we might start working again on April Fools, but I'm really enjoying staying home and being a lazy piece of shit, so I don't know. It continues to not happen, so I can get paid to be a piece of shit.
It's kind of funny, isn't it? Like, all the people who are usually going out and doing stuff are now getting depressed because they can't go anywhere, and all the people that had to go out and do stuff and were depressed are now happy that they don't have to go out and do.
Quake.
Did you guys
What?
hear or see the what was it? Babylon Bee article saying nerds rejoice over self-quarantine?
Yeah. You're back, Actic?
Sure am. And you cast Resilient Sphere on yourself?
No, I don't cast it. I ready an action to cast it as soon as a Balgura appears, because I have a feeling that they might be coming for me, but I don't want them to see that I've defended myself.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, I thought you were gonna trap one in it.
No. If I wanted to do that, I've got a better spell.
Okay, sure. I'm going to look at the wording for invisibility briefly. Creature you touch, anything, target. The spell ends when the target attacks or casts a spell. Okay, so there is a cacophony as the roofs seem to cave in. The roof of this building and the roof of this building as some tremendous weight crashes down upon them, landing on them with full impact and velocity. In spite of being invisible, the Balrugas aren't shy about bellowing and beating their chest. So you hear them screaming from up here on the roofs. Then you see the roofs buckle as they leap off again, indicating that they were there but no longer are. But during the brief time that they are up on the roofs, they perform some kind of a ritual. Let's see how that goes. Woohoo! Finally!
Oh god.
And the cacophony that you hear, it sounds like it could come from as many as double the number of Balguras that you actually saw.
It doesn't summon them invisible, though.
As in, does the Balguras don't arrive invisible?
Correct.
No, I don't think that's right, no. But it doesn't lose their invisibility either, because it's not a spell.
Yes.
Okay, so we just don't know where the new ones are.
Not quite. I just haven't put them on the map yet.
Okay.
In any
Yeah.
case, if it's new Bulgura, it'll trigger my ready reaction. So
Good call. That's absolutely right. So within 60 feet of
in
the
a sphere.
summit. Brilliant, brilliant. One will land right beside Krenitz. One will land about as close as can be. There's a dead Bulgur Gretsch there, so why not just put it here? Putting it close to both of you. Yeah. Okay, that looks all legit. Okay. Delighted to see that their allies have come in. The Dretches pour in to attack Gorum, scratching at his prone form.
They'll have advantage, yeah, because I Rexley attack.
That's what I mean, yeah. So while one of them scratches and bites, the other one points its arse towards you and farts. So on the start of your turn, you will have to make a Constitution saving throw. One bite, one claw. How's a 18 and a 21?
Those are both gonna hit.
The Dretch rejoices because it has triumphed over the mortal.
Not really. That's more damage.
Meanwhile, yeah.
I was gonna say, do you even notice that damage?
There. He's still just covered in red mist and enjoying his bloodlust, so like, it was just
Is
a
it red?
scratch.
More like a green.
Maybe it's a blend. A rainbow blend. Meanwhile, down by the
rainbow.
Exactly right. Tastes like pork. The down by the main road, the only paved road, you hear a scream, and you notice that somehow you had not realized that there was a peasant girl crouched underneath this cart, and she is terrified for her life. Terrified, I tell you. And well, she might be, because a series of dretches run out from within the burning, begin to surround her and claw at her as if they wished to feast upon her innocent flesh. Kamali.
Let's see. I haven't got any AoEs, so I'm just gonna have to attack the dretches normally. So I'll shift my hex to this one, I suppose.
Alright.
And I'll attack it. This is a 12 hit.
Oh, I think it probably will. Does.
For quite a bit.
The first blast will be enough to destroy it.
Okay.
So the second blast just travels straight through its bloated, busted, liquid mist corpse into the second one. Kills it too.
Yeah, I forgot dretches aren't particularly sturdy.
They are not.
And I'll move up 30 feet just to try and get their attention because I'm murdering them. Maybe they'll think, hey, I should attack him instead. That's it.
Alright. The gnolls are sorely outmatched here. But they will do what they can, beginning with the spiritual weapon.
The one needs to make a wisdom save against spirit guardians. 23 damage.
And it explodes. The spirit guardians tearing it to pieces in claw, fur, and flesh going in all directions. The last of the gnolls charges Shen, and doesn't know what to do. It grabs its spear and tries to drive it into his belly. 16 hit?
Nope.
It was only an inch away from your heart, but you defend. Tilly, how did you not notice that commoner screaming?
Oh, whoops. I'm gonna chuck my spear at this guy.
Brilliant.
Who's he thinking about Tiamat?
That's right. Dragon on the brain. Oh, it's a decisive strike. Oh, and it heavily wounds the Dretch and gets its attention. It turns around to you, even as the slimy, glutinous mass of its body curves around the spear, like stabbing a jelly that drips. At least you can get his spear. Rah! Tiamat triumphs. Weevil.
Alright, Weevil will step out, hold his hand to the side, and the shadows coalesce into a blade in his hand. And he's gonna yeet it at the back of this fucking thing that's trying to beat on crap.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'll let him fit.
Alright, it is a terrible fumble. And if only there was a gnoll around to laugh at you.
Alrighty.
Uncarnus.
Well, then he's gonna
Yep.
use the rest of his movement to move back behind the house again.
I thought you might.
Candace is going to move there. And bonus action spiritual weapon is going to move right here and
Excellent.
attack the big.
Bad doggy.
Yeah, a 10's not going to hit because my dice hate me.
It is not going to hit, or rather it does hit, but it bounces off the hyena's thick hide.
I'm also going to Booming Blade the... Actually, I need to adjust my Booming Blade damage. It's kind of... Forgot we went up a tier.
Cantrips.
Yep. There we go.
Oh shit, then Chamali should have been firing 3 Eldritch Blasts.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Generally
Right.
should have 3.
Oh, well, I'll keep that in mind for the future.
It just his powers just kicked in.
So that is 34.
Sounds adequate, and will be enough. How do you kill such a mighty prehistoric beast?
Stab into it, and the thermal damage just explodes it from the gut.
Brilliant.
and then rolling Toll the Dead for the... Or not Toll the Dead, freaking Spirit Guardians.
Right.
Only 16.
Alright. That should be enough for these feeble creatures. For
Alright, gonna start with my con save. 24 ought to do.
I think so.
Or I'm just gonna breathe it deeply in, just smells like weakness. And he'll make two a reckless attack against this stretch right in front of him. I think that might do it.
With ease, with ease, and it just destroys it instantly, vaporizing it into so much goo.
Alright, and here comes the swing against the next one. Crap. My bad, I hit the wrong button.
Indeed.
13.
Such an easy hit. And it vaporizes, looking like the snot of a sick man.
Excellent. And now Gorm will move out of the cloud towards this demon and use his bonus action attack from Great Weapon Master and make another swing.
Excellent.
Ooh, I don't think a 10's gonna do it.
Will not even come close.
And then that's my go.
Alright, Shen, you see the prehistoric creature fall beneath the might of Incarnus's blade. You have a single knoll left, and that knoll is... it's having one of those laughing fits that indicates it's terrified, but it can't stop laughing. I'll call it a J-open Phoenix laugh.
I was gonna finish it off then.
Good idea. Shatter
50.
shit. Yeah, that'll do. That gets through its defenses. It injures it and it cowers beneath your blows, but holds up the remnants of its shield to defend itself with. You just keep sinking blows. And the poor Knoll is knocked senseless, but still stands defiantly, ready to be torn apart by spirit guardians.
2 more damage matter?
It's on 1 hit point.
You use both my attacks to finish it off.
Indeed, indeed. How does your combination of blows make short work of it?
I just start just wailing on it, even after it falls over.
Its bones break with every strike.
I'm also gonna move.
Excellent. You brush past the flaming cart, but its fires only lick you gently. Alright, Billy Kimber.
I move in closer to see the woman getting torn apart if she's pretty. Then I'm gonna take 2 shots.
Precision. Excellent.
Oh, did they get the woman out and they're killing her?
She's underneath the cart. They're reaching down to scratch at her, but they haven't gotten to her yet. The first crossbow bolt pops one dretch, and heavily injures the second. It looks down, but it's starting to melt, but it's still got some shape to it.
That the first one is less damage than the second one.
Oh, right. Oh, because it's not a critical hit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. I should learn to read, right? Yeah, cool. So it's 11 and 1 is 12 against 16. Yeah, so the combination of blows will take out the first one, but you're right. I was incorrect about the second. There are still 3 of them, and they are still attempting to reach the common girl. Credits, you are surrounded, but you at least have some sort of protection.
Yeah. I will taunt these 2 Balgura and say, "Come get me, boys." And I'm going to push against my sphere and roll 15 feet this way.
Super monkey ball!
And I am going to ready my action to cast Wall of Force.
So they will have they'll be able to use their reaction, but they can't hurt you when they hit. Is that right?
That's right.
All right. Yeah. So they do just that. They out of instinct they strike, but they hit the force field, and there's naught they can do about it. I'll have a look at the specifics of the spell. So, Shimmering Force, Unwilling Creature, nothing can pass through, you can breathe, immune to all damage, can't be damaged by attacks, can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside, and vice versa, weightless, just large enough to contain the creature, enclosed creature can use its action, and thus roll a sphere.
Can they pick up the sphere?
That was actually exactly the words that I was looking for. Yeah. So this one's going to go for Gorham. No?
Well, you can't ready a spell if you used your action to move.
Do I have to use my action to move?
An enclosed creature can use its action to push against the spear's walls.
Oh, I didn't read that. Shit. Yeah. Well. So I don't get any movement at all then?
No.
Without using
hang on, it's your go now. So you didn't cast a spell this turn, you cast a turn because it was a reaction. So it's now your turn. You can spend your action moving the sphere, but that will be your only action.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
I had planned something else, but I didn't realize it took my action.
No, that's cool. That's good. So I'm glad Tim put us up on that. That's good.
It was only until I read that I always thought it was you could just move any.
Yeah, move at half your speed or whatever.
Now, I just want to check invisibility again, because I believe it says you can't. The spell ends if you attack or cast a spell. Are grapples attacks?
Yes.
All right. Thought that would be.
He was all the invisible shenanigans.
Wait, did you say a breath weapon?
No, grapples.
Oh, grapples. Yes, they're in place of an attack.
Action, so,
Yeah. All right. So the Balgura attempts to pick up credits.
I can't really fight against that. I mean, do I sit down and try and make myself a bit heavier? Let's see.
So that it can't get a grip on you, maybe.
He's got me.
All right, the Balgura.
I am now the football.
Perfect.
In the middle, guys.
Alright, smash. You fear you will see the roof of this building begin to cave in as if some tremendous weight is weighing it down. And then, Veeble, you will see dust rise around you as if something just landed close to you. You can't tell exactly where, but poof! Dust rises as if a grand piano just fell at your feet.
Ruh-roh, Reggie.
Ruh-roh. This Balgura attacks from invisible and begins to. Its first attack will be at advantage.
They all will anyway because of
Because of your reckless. Okay, cool. So we'll just go with all of It doesn't translate the bite in Roll20. Roll20 makes mistakes sometimes, of course. In this case, it forgets to include the bite. If anyone wants to look up the bite damage for a Balgura, you can do that. Otherwise, I'll assume it's 2d6 until then. 1, 2, 3.
2d6 plus 4.
2d6 plus 4. Thank you. Yeah.
I could probably just roll it straight from the thing if you want. You saw that, right?
Yeah. So, so you've got your Balgura has bite.
I'm rolling from D&D Beyond.
Oh, right. Oh.
With the Beyond 20 extension, I can just roll straight from the site into Roll20.
Beyond 20 extension available now at a marketplace near you.
It's pretty great.
All right. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits.
Yeah, the first one will miss, and all the other ones are gonna hit.
All right. So you're hit with 3 fists. Probably should have rolled them separately due to your damage reduction. So I
can see the values in it. So
yeah, good. And this time I'll make it a little bit easier by rolling 2 bites.
Yay for round down.
Yeah.
That looks like 6, and for the first one, and then 5 and 4.
But that's not all, because from the south, you hear a scream. A new combatant has entered the battlefield.
You worthless ass fucking guards, do something!
They are actually, since you mention it, they are retreating to reinforce the cathedral.
Get old.
What's coming from the south?
We don't know because we can't see it.
Okay.
Chilly.
So if I run up here, can I grab my spear again, or
Absolutely.
would that be an action, or is that a...
No, it doesn't interact with object. You just rip it straight out of its guts.
Okay.
Yeah, you get 1 interact with object per turn.
Then I will stab it again.
Brilliant. And that will pop it, turning it into a liquid mess.
And I'll come up here and stab this one.
Perfect. But this one gets absorbed by the dredge. It just seems to swallow it.
So is this little girl considered an ally?
Ooh, yeah, sure, yeah. She
Also, are we in daylight? I guess would be the other question.
No, I
Okay.
don't think so. Good question, but we'll say no.
16.
You're in dreamlight.
I'm assuming it's considered bright light.
Probably. Not with all. I'll say with all the smoke and everything. No. like there's just so much the smoke that it blacks out the sky, creating a shadow.
In any case, it's sunlight sensitivity. It's specific sunlight.
Yeah, good point. And this isn't sunlight.
The reason I ask is my weapon will have advantage if it's considered dim or darkness.
Right, it's not dim, no. If you went inside any of the buildings, that would be dim. Then again, there's a lot of fire in there, I suppose. No, it's not dim.
Consider it bright light.
Yeah, sure, yeah, I sometimes forget the different categories. Yeah, it is bright light, although I wouldn't myself categorize it as bright light, but Jeremy Crawford would, so we'll go with Jeremy's ruling. Alright. Vivo, you're in bright light that is not sunlight. There is dust settling into you, below you.
Oh, well, that's not a good sign. So, Vivo is going to use his bonus action to summon the Shadow Blade back to him again. And then we'll use his action to dodge.
Alright. Alright. Your blade returns, and you are light on your feet, getting ready for the next attack.
Alright, I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points and bonus action Dimension Door.
Brilliant.
And pop up right there.
Alright.
Gorham and Krenitz were within my line of sight when I cast the spell, so was like almost all of the guards and the rest of the party. So, fortunately, they're okay. Then I will spend another sorcery point to twin cast Booming Blade.
Alright.
Attack on this guy, one attack on this guy.
Alright.
Wait, correction. One attack on this guy, one attack on this guy.
Alright.
So first to the one that's holding Krenitz.
Bounces off its muscles.
Ah. And then the other one. That I'm assuming hits.
It will.
19?
Obviously a magical weapon. And,
yep.
19 damage. A pretty severe wound, but one that it ignores, even though it's quite detrimental.
And I rolled hella good for Spirit Guardians this round.
Brilliante. That is what you need. Alright.
Alright, seeing his magical ally appear out of nowhere, Gorham will make a reckless attack against this top outgrown barb.
That one.
Devastating.
Looks like nice. Oh, solid, yeah.
It winces. You've gotten its attention.
Alright, I will make another attack against that one.
You kill this hellish orangutan. What does it look like? Did you do?
Ooh, he just takes a big swing and just hacks at its thick neck. Doesn't go through all the way, so he rips it back and gives it another swing in the same spot and decapitates it.
Brilliant. It's very hard to find the neck because it barely exists, but you get there in the end.
That's why it's going to take 2. And then he'll use his bonus action from getting a kill and take a swing at this
Perfect.
one right here. 23.
Your recklessness pays off. Alright. Okay, it's a decisive blow and one that gets its attention. But it was already focused on you anyway. Okay.
That'll be it for me.
Those of you who are concerned about what might be emerging from the south, or rather the southeast, learn now, because there is a tremendous horned toad that begins leaping above the skyline. Some great demonic amphibian with armor plating as its natural skin, spikes and spines all over it. But it's likely that that's not your prime concern, particularly not if you're Tilly and you are being harassed by dretches from all angles.
I'm fine.
Bite, claw! Bite, claw!
Yeah, those all miss.
Six misses? Okay. Thought I
It
better
looks like they can only hit you with a crit.
I'd say so.
Even that's 23. I don't have it.
Crit always hits, though.
Yeah.
Lucky dretch. Yeah, that even a crit doesn't equal your armor class. That's pretty sad. But they are the scum, the abyss.
And the lowest of the low for a reason.
They are. Yeah, they certainly are. Shit.
Don't the Bogoro go on the direct system?
No, they go on 18. They go on the Knowles turn.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Knowles just disappeared from the initiative. Got it.
With my perception, am I able to tell where the southeast thing is?
Yeah, you would see it leaping above the skyline, leaping on burning buildings and announcing its arrival with abyssal croaks. You can't see it with your own eyes from this angle, but you estimate that it's coming kind of perpendicular with the cathedral from a southern angle, near the statue. That's south.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my boots of speed.
Brilliant.
Zoom.
That far.
Excellent.
Was it there? Or here?
I think it was that one ahead.
Yeah.
And you can even action dash if you wanted.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought that you'd still have movement left.
This
Excellent.
old man just zips through everything.
Dalai Lama coming through.
You make all these able-bodied men feel jealous because, like, you're more athletic than them. It's like going down the beach and seeing one of those 80-year-old marathon. Dude, you are more fit than me. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it here and now. Billy Kimber.
Sorry, I was having sound problem.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna move there. And I'll shoot the gorilla to the right of Incarnus.
Indeed. The accuracy of your attacks is supernatural. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how much that is, but I am sure it's enough.
28 and
13? Or no, wait. Yeah, 13 on the first one. And
What's the total? Because I can't read that.
26,
34.
Oh, is it only a total of 34?
34 on the crit.
34 on the one that's the crit. The second.
Yeah, and then the next one will, yeah, that's it.
49.
Yeah, so I had 41 hit points for the record. I thought that was right. Alright, so your succession of blows annihilates it. As it collapses into its own little black hole, what do you do in your moment of triumph?
as it obliterates from the damage, I'm looking at the group of soldiers running and say, call yourself warriors.
They look at you and they just shrug their shoulders. Like they know when they see a soldier than themselves.
Why don't you try it without your fucking magic power?
Then he'd kill them. So
Just what I always imagine when guards say it like that.
the boy in the bubble.
All right. So, how is he holding me? Is he holding me against the ground, and he's just got, he's bearing his weight down on me, or is he holding me up in the suit?
Like a beach ball, he's holding you up.
Okay. I will then let go of concentration on resilient sphere and assume fall to the ground.
Yeah.
And then move 10 feet around him this way. And you said there's like dust here?
There was dust settling, yeah.
Okay. Let's just give it a go. I hope you don't get singed by this. I will just fire a lightning bolt straight down 150 feet this way. 100 feet, rather.
$16, not enough?
No, DC 17.
Alright. Gura and severely agitated in the road.
Close shaven people.
If it hits the invisible one, it may lose its invisibility.
It might, but it doesn't.
Depending on concentration.
I was hoping to maybe do this, but then I definitely have to hit.
So the Bulgura seems to take the lightning bolt in its stride, beats its chest in anger, kind of like hitting a gorilla with a dart. It agitates it greatly, but doesn't seem to really affect it too badly. Marley.
much left to shoot at. I'm gonna head back here 30 feet. See the still bugger still alive. And I'll direct my attacks towards it. $16 hit.
Each of those will hit.
And now I gotta add it all up.
43.
Oh, you're better at maths than me. Sounds about right.
44?
44.
44. That's what I said.
I heard you say 43.
Sounded like 44 to me.
Right?
I misheard you.
It's 44.
It's not enough, in any case. And the Balgura fights on, focusing its attacks on Krenitz, but not before the spiritual guardians.
That does just meet. It still takes 15 radiant.
Which will be enough to destroy.
I was going to be pissed if I rolled a 30 and nothing got hit by.
I think there's still one around, right? Probably here.
There is. Right, yeah.
I'm in trouble.
I'm in danger.
I'm essential.
That's it.
I love that.
Right.
The first one is its bite, but it's attacking recklessly anyway, so they're all going to be at advantage.
It's straight because I dodged.
Oh, good call. Yeah. So 13 with the bite, and then the two fists, 15 and 26.
The 26 will connect.
Damage, nothing. And nothing again.
Alright.
I'll take that damage.
Smash. It's pretty mild.
I'm at 69 HP now.
Nice.
Nice. Beating by a second.
And I maintain the Shadow Blade.
Alright, Tilly.
Hey.
Aye.
Kick some ass, Tilly.
Worthy sacrifices.
I bet you say that to all the boys.
Death. Immediate death.
12 hit? Or up?
You bet it does. And not quite enough, but close.
Rawr!
Says the Dretch in response.
Kobolds versus Dretchen. Is there ever a better fight?
This is epic. Legendary D&D battles. I would always put my money on the kobold every time.
Kobolds are sneakies.
That's right. And they're not Dretches.
True.
Kobold Paladins are the best.
It's actually a really good race, kobold. But that's
No, they're terrible.
I don't think so.
So much better
Tactics
without
is-
the -2.
Yeah, -2 strength really hurts.
Don't they only get +2 dex?
Yeah.
And they only get +2 dex for it, yeah.
But you basically get advantage, like pretty much all the time. Like,
but they also have disadvantage all the time too.
Yeah,
good
disadvantage all the time in the sun. Like most of the time you're swinging normal. That's why I always forget it with libretto.
Don't
Just
forget
take
the
into account.
Yeah.
That is the best ability. I've seen it used so beautifully sometimes.
Like, at least Drow get like good stuff.
Yeah, Drow are good. Nice.
Well, like
The,
sunlight sensitivity.
I just love that the Grovel Karen bag works on anything. Like,
Yeah, there's no safe.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who's attacking you. It could be the demon lords of hell, and they're like, "Aw, he's groveling."
I
so
figured more
pathetic.
like they're just distracted for a moment. It's like, yes, this is your proper place. Ow! Fuck you. See, next character, Kobold Beastmaster.
Yeah.
Good choice. Yeah,
All
good
that
choice.
pack tactics.
Beastmaster with a rogue level or two. That'd be good.
Well, that's why you go paladin, because you get to mount someone whenever you want. And
Yeah,
you take a lance.
yeah.
It's the only way to make the lance usable.
I plan to do that on my fighter, but multi-classing into Fine Steed is very long.
Yeah,
It's a long road.
yeah, it is. And there's a lot of paladins don't get at low levels, right? Like you get your smite. That's about it. Yeah.
See,
Alright.
I've already set the stage for you to get your epic endgame mount.
Oh, the Griffin?
Platinum Griffin.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
There is no better like endgame pally mount than a fucking platinum.
Pretty accurate. Like that'd go at auction house for thousands of gold. Thousands.
I mean, its parents were fed on gold and iron. Fuck it, let's grow this thing on platinum and mithril.
Sure.
Beeble, you're in hand-to-hand combat with a oversized monkey.
Hello, Minky boy. I have advantage on him, right?
Yeah, he's reckless.
Because he's reckless.
Nice.
All right. So I'm going to lash out with the Shadow Blade at him. So I'm assuming 27 hits for 25 damage.
I'm gonna like not even look at his. So
And then I will bonus action to disengage.
if disengage was a spell, I would make that its command word.
Right? And that's my turn.
All right, Incarnus. You see wings darkening the sky to the south, and a tremendous beast approaching some distance away to the west.
Oh, there's something coming from the west still?
Yeah, and the south and the southeast. So we know we've got the giant toad in the southeast. There are also wings darkening the sky in the due south, and some tremendous beast, a pretty far distance in the west.
Alright, I'm gonna jump or dash over here next to Kamali. And I'm going to bonus action make my spiritual weapon move closer back towards.
Excellent idea.
And Spirit Guardians damage. Not as good as last time, 29.
Pretty good.
But it's not 30. God.
It's not 30. The nice even round number is much more beautiful.
But yeah, that's my turn.
There it is. Gorham!
Gorham is ready. He's going to charge at this Belgrade. And I don't think he'll be able to make it, though, unfortunately.
He's trying his best, and Grumsh knows that.
Alright, he will dash and get into fisticuffs with this thing.
I believe in you.
That's all I wanted to hear my whole life.
Just that Daddy Grumsh loves you.
That's right.
That's all any orc wants to hear.
Alright. It worked so well last time. The Hezru attempts to summon a demon.
Thank you for saying Hezro and not Renslayer.
What was the other one?
Red Slard.
Oh, Red Slard, right, yeah.
Oh, slots are chumps.
Until you get stabbed in the face and
Un-
grows
Until
slot
you meet
inside
a
you.
black one, yeah.
Yeah, the grey Slards are pretty nasty, yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
my only experience with slots is walking into a room where there was like 2 or 3 of them invisible, and they immediately pelted the entire party with fireballs.
That was pretty beautiful. Another thing that's beautiful is successfully summoning your friend.
You're getting really good rolls on these.
This is uncanny, isn't it? I always summon demon rolls.
You've saved it up the entire campaign.
That's right.
Now is your time.
Idle Glen must be destroyed. Alright. So he moves forward, summons his Hezru. Let's see if it pastes it. I don't think it's there. It is. It did work. Okay, cool. The knights know that this is a dangerous thing, and so they, mobilize their forces to deal with it. The priest goes inside, but they're probably outmatched. Oh well, sometimes you've got to give your life for what you believe in.
You got to know when to hold up.
Ah, ain't that the truth? Tilly, the last dretch alive farts on you.
Can I even fail that?
I'm not sure, but it doesn't care because it thinks that it won. Like it got the last laugh. Shen, you are moving at the speed of sound.
Hmm.
There you go. You can get up to melee. You can do it.
Can I?
Yeah, with the bonus action dash, that's 150 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. You know what's what. Keep in mind, Tilly, how many rounds your Spirit Guardians has been going for, because it's 10 rounds, isn't it?
Well, I don't have Spirit Guardian.
Sorry,
Incarnus.
Incarnus.
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes, is it? Right, okay, cool. In that case, you probably don't need to keep track of every round.
Yeah, the spiritual weapon is the one you need to keep track of.
Oh, Spiritual Weapon only 10 rounds.
That's a nope.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. So that's like its only weakness is it doesn't last longer than an epic combat.
Yeah, it's at. I'm going to mark it on.
Okay, cool.
I'm guessing that's a miss, yeah?
You guessed correct. Was that a bonus action that you're using? Because you would have had to dash to get into hand to hand anyway. Pretty sure.
I have, what's it called? Step of the Wind.
Okay. And it's Step in the Wind a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Oh,
It's just
awesome.
cost a key point.
So the first attack misses, the second attack hits, however.
$15 radiant.
Alright, the radiant damage breaks through its fiendish defenses.
And that's all.
And then a second one emerges from the shadows, and you realize that you are going to have your battle cut out for you. Billy Kimber.
I'm gonna move there and then take a shot at the big guy.
One good shot, one absolutely awful shot. But he's vulnerable because of his recklessness. You are attacking the Balgura, right?
Yes.
You have advantage because of his reckless attack. 15 and 20, 35. Not enough. But you are weakening his grip on this world. Giant hyena is dead. Granite.
Alright, I will just dash 60 feet this way.
What do you look like as you dash? What's your running style?
Naruto.
I raise the hem of my long trench coat as I run daintily through the fiery street.
It's not a dress, okay? It's a trench coat. You might not have seen a trench coat ever in your life, but I know what one is because I invented them. I was wearing trench coats before it was cool. Alright. Kamali!
Okay. I'll move back 30 feet towards where the latest commotion is, and I'll toss Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Casually. Just, you're juggling 3 balls and you just throw them all at this guy.
I think the 12 is going to hit.
I don't think it will, because he will already be dead. My prediction was prophetic.
Nice. Alright, that's it.
Is it the dead on your turn or dead on mine? Or on his?
Indeed. Now, something takes to the sky in the south, and it seems to have minions working along with it, like some kind of creature runs its way through these burning buildings down here, while the darkened sky, you can see this figure like a wyvern or a manticore, some kind of great winged beast emerging through the smoke and darkness. However, you are probably unaware of the creature that also emerges from the north as it slithers down through the smoke. It won't be until it's upon you that you even realize that you are threatened. Alright, there are no gnolls, there are no Balguras, but let's see what the new entrants get. I thought so. Allow me to slither a little bit forward. Brilliant. Such a terrible threat that you remain unaware of. Tilly, it will be your go.
Okay, I'll stab the Gretchen.
Alright. Well, and I think that's gonna be the end of his story, I reckon. his corpse has spit on it, making it that little bit more gross than it already was. Beetle! Oh, by the way, Tilly, the commoner thanks you.
Praise Tiamat!
Well, there's one
Alright.
new member for the Cult of the Dragon.
Exactly.
Weevil is going to bonus action dash up to the base of the statue of Zariel and scan around the surroundings to sort of get an idea of what is all going on, but we'll ready an attack if he sees them. And that'll be it. Hello?
Might be disconnecting again.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't me.
God damn it, Tim. Big blue dress.
Credits.
What's me?
In the general. If you've never seen that video before, I highly recommend.
Freaking 3-minute mages.
When I started playing Classic, I was deliberating, okay, do I want to be a scumbag and play a rogue because I never actually played a rogue because I always thought they were scumbags, or do I want to play a mage that just killed things every 3 minutes with pompa? And I decided to be a scumbag.
Fair.
I loved fucking over those Pompyro mages. As an engineer, you get the flame reflector.
Oh god, yeah.
Make them fucking one-shot themselves.
Cause just most of the time you can see it coming and have that secondary reaction.
That was a pain to get the flame reflector because no one wants to kill that boss.
No.
Right.
And then when it drops, everybody rolls on it because it's not bind up pick.
Yeah, especially now that everybody knows the value of the recipes and what. It's super fucking annoying.
Remember the good old days where I was sitting there with the calculator figuring out MP5 versus Spirit?
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of Burning Crusade, and everyone was like, no, Spirit, use Spirit. I'm like, no, MP5 works so much better right now.
I remember when I got my full prophecy set the first time, and I couldn't fucking use it.
Because it would break set pieces?
No, I would have had the full set bonus, but the full set bonus increases your chance for Prayer of Healing as a priest to crit by 25%. You draw so much fucking healing aggro.
So much threat. That spell already generates so much threat.
And then you hit Inner Focus, which increases its chance to crit by 50%.
Right.
You got basically a 75% chance to crit on that thing, AoE healing the... Well, I guess I'll die now.
I hope they do classic Burning Crusade because I enjoyed Burning Crusade a lot more than vanilla.
Same. Had my Draenei Paladin.
Ugh. Disgusting.
That's something against paladins?
That's something against Draenei.
Fair. Although the heal over time was really nice when you're being a heal.
So many people complained about that at the start. What? This race gets a free heal? That's not fair. It healed so slowly though, didn't it?
Yeah, well, and at first it didn't. At first it didn't scale with like gear, and then it did, and it became so much. But like the other fact, like the horde got an AOE silence. Like, quit your bitch.
Yeah, up until the last expansion, they still had it.
Yeah, AOE silence is just so broke.
You know what annoys me is that the only reason they changed it from AOE silence to an AOE purge was because it was doing too well in Mythic Plus tournaments.
Like, it was already unbalanced as shit to begin with, and that's finally the reason.
Yep. It doesn't matter if it's overpowered in PvP. As soon as it starts messing with PvE balance, oh no, I'm gonna change this.
I mean, I'm definitely more of a PvEer than a PvPer, but come on. You gotta think of both. Well, and that's why every Blizz-like private server that's ever done Burning Crusade is so heavily leans towards population-wise is because of Blood Elves.
Yeah. I mean, AoE Purge is still good.
AoE Purge is still good, but it's not as bad as an AoE Silence, where you, like, half the classes can't even do anything.
Are you playing Shadowlands when it comes out?
Nah, it's like I don't mind the fact that, you know, the game's changed over the years, but it's just not for.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not one of those people like, oh, it was always so much better. I'm like, no, it's just changed over time. Like, it's just not my game anymore. It's still a good game.
That's alright. We kept ourselves busy talking about it.
Good. We'll get straight back into it. So the commoner kisses Tilly on the cheek, runs to safety. I think that brings us to Weevil.
Yeah. You must have been disconnecting at the time. I just ran to the base of the statue of Zariel, got up on it, and taking a look around and holding a Eldritch Blast for should I see any.
Alright, it has a clear inscription written on it that I shared earlier. I'll see if I can find it again though. It's written in both the common tongue and common tongue and celestial. I couldn't find the word for a brief moment there. These are the words that are printed on there. You climb up, it's a 30-foot tall marble statue, huge statue, and beautiful as well. And you have a good vantage point from up here.
Alright.
Incarnus.
Alright, I'm gonna have the spiritual weapon move back further. And it's good old 20 feet around. It might get here before then. And I'm gonna go ahead and hit here and take the dodge action, waiting for whatever's next to come my way.
Excellent, Gorum.
Arctic, so which direction is these shadows and wings flapping coming from?
The wings and shadows are coming from the south. You see these burning buildings down here to the south, in the south central. All those ones, all that sort of area. It's coming from beyond them. In fact, if you look far enough down, you'll see that some gnolls are entering the battlefield.
Excellent. So
But I'm assuming we can't see the actual mosaic.
No, you'd hear them yapping and laughing and barking, but you don't see them, no.
Alright, I'll move 40 feet to roughly right there, and I'll use my action to keep my rage going and punch myself a little bit.
Alright, inflict your own damage. Punch.
So that's 8, I take 4 damage.
Perfect. The giant toads, these toad demons, leap towards Shen, and they have such an absolutely wretched stench that you gag and snort just to be caught within their aura. They attack from each side, pinning you in, and I hope to make short work of you with a pair of bites and a series of claws. Two hits, Shen? He might be AFK.
Yeah, you said BRB earlier.
I'm pretty sure it's 22 damage.
I think only one hits. I think he might have a 19 AC.
Right. Okay, cool.
I don't remember. I helped him make the character.
Alright.
Do you have the token set up for AC, Arctic?
Don't think, no, and he might not have his tokens set up properly at all. No, he does actually, but no, it doesn't have the token set up for AC. I can have a look at it easily enough. It's 20.
Oh, it's higher than I thought. So just the one.
Just 16 damage. Alright. I'm pretty sure all the dretches have expired, which will bring us to Shen anyway, and if he's not here, we'll move forward to Billy Kimber.
Oh, you're back.
How much damage did I take?
Just 16.
Hello. Oh, I'm now surrounded.
You're fine.
I guess I'll just start swinging.
Perfect.
Checking the one I attacked last time, by the way. I assume it's the one on the right.
That's the one on the right, that's correct. Now 23 will certainly hit.
For 9.
Alright.
It's a miss.
You break a nail.
A spectral nail?
A real nail. Actual nail. That's 20 hits for another resounding strike. But these horny toads are very resilient and can take blows like this all day.
And the crit.
Oh, and the crit, that'll do. But far from decisive, just due to the sheer endurance of these monstrosities.
See you in my turn.
Billy Kimber, it would appear that we are attempting to patch up holes in all directions. These attacks are becoming relentless.
How tall is the statue?
30 feet of pure marble.
For now, I'll just dash to here.
Alright. Credits.
Alright, I think I'm just going to dash some more.
That Credits is so dashing.
He is.
And that's it. I'm just going to wait until things show up.
You're just hobnobbing. Kamali.
Okay, dokie. Move here. Yeah. Yeah, it's in my range. Hex him. Hit it with the Eldritch Blast.
The 15 will also hit. I'm pretty sure. I might be wrong. No, it does not. Its armor is just too strong. So, but a pair of hits nonetheless.
Alrighty. Let's see. He's 20 to 34, I think. And I'll also push it back 20 feet away from me.
"20 feet away. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gives Shen a little bit of a break, and also inflicts a d6 of fire damage on it. If you wish to roll that,
Sure, it's probably not going to do much because it's a demon, but why not?
that is probably correct.
That was forced movement, right?
It was.
Yeah.
And you never know, it might suffer from fire. It's devils that are normally immune to fire.
That's true. Yeah, 5 fire damage.
You seem to anger it tremendously.
Alright, that's it.
"You're doing great, guys," comes a booming voice in each of your heads. "Stay strong. The worst is yet to come."
Crunch?
As if on cue, the dark wings take shape in the south, and you recognize a vulture-like creature, a demon of great ferocity and cunning. You've probably seen before, but but now there are screams coming from the north. And those screams are amplified as you see these 4 guards up here near Tilly. They are sliced into smithereens and slivers and shards. They just drop over into several pieces, almost all at once, in some impossible display of swordsmanship. But you can't yet see what caused it.
Ah, fuck, it's a weed.
Could be.
Oh, what?
A weeb unzips katana.
Nothing personal, kid.
Ronnie?
He has a magical fedora. Alright. Balguras are dead. Tilly.
I'm gonna go investigate all the slaughter.
And when you poke your head around the corner, you will see a creature that is serpentine from waist down, knoll from waist up, and bears 6 jagged blades in each of its 6 arms. A tremendously huge demon, some kind of unique null monstrosity. And its name is Garoknul!
I'm going to use the third level spell slot. Armor of Active. Get 15 temporary key.
Alright. So you put up your armor of Agathis, is that it?
Well, is that
I'm missing most of that. Is that at my end? Or...
No, he's breaking up for me too.
Okay, cool.
Is it better now?
Slightly.
Can anyone talk?
I can't hear Tilly.
Hello?
Me neither.
Yeah, I can't hear him at all.
Unfortunate.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Hey, better now?
It is.
So basically, I'm just getting a bunch of temporary HP right now.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Veeble.
One second.
Of course.
All right. So, yeah, Veeble is gonna take some pot shots at this down here. It's messing with Shen.
Alright.
It's not respecting its elders.
I mean, I don't either, but fuck, ignore the sneak attack. What's its AC? Is it 15 hit?
16, unfortunately.
So the one will hit for 3/4 and push it 10 feet backward.
Alright. So now Shen is no longer oppressed.
And that'll be it.
We have freed the old man from the grips of evil and carnage.
Alright, I can hear the barking and the yipping, right?
Yip, 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 yip.
Alright, I'm gonna run towards it. And Spiritual Weapon is still gonna make its pokey way. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares! Yeah.
I'm coming!
I mean, I don't have to concentrate on it, so I may as well keep track.
Brilliant.
But that is my turn.
Alright. Gorum.
Gorum is looking for a challenge. He is going to run right over to where these yipping and yapping is coming from, and use his action to dash as well. And when he sees them, his eyes light up.
There's so many, so much blood to spill.
It's all for Grumsh. And that'll do it for me.
Alright. the Hezrus, having recovered from their blast. Yeah, they go before Shen. Okay, right. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. They leap on him from both sides, more or less going back to where they were. Bite. Claw. I don't think any hit, do they? I'm past 20.
Nope.
Alright, so tell us what it looks like as these lumbering Godzillas try to strike you but just can't.
I'm just leaning on my staff, and like every time one gets close to me, I just zip out of the.
Perfect. Alright. There are no dretches left, so that leaves it up to you, Shen.
Shed leading the war of attrition down there.
My turn.
Yeah, it is.
You can do the usual and punch this guy.
Alright. You're weathering him down. Oh, first of all, this is my mistake. You're supposed to be getting affected by their stench. There's 2 of them, so it's a pair of Constitution saving throws at the start of your turn.
I'm immune to poison. Does that?
It doesn't matter. If you're immune to poison, you can't be affected, so it's good that we've ignored it. Alright, the 28 hits, you can keep going.
$14.
14 is pretty good, and it looks like you're starting to finally make a difference.
Whoever hits.
Well, you bet it does.
Ooh. 13.
It's helping. It's slow. It's a slow process, kicking a toad in the guts, but you're making it cough up its intestines slowly.
20 hits, but not 13.
You got it.
For 9.
And the war of attrition is gradually being won, but it hasn't yet been decided.
Similar.
Billy, there are enemies encroaching on us from many directions. The southeast, the south, the west.
I'm gonna climb up top of the statue.
Excellent. You join Veeble, and you're like drow brothers hanging out.
Is that an action?
No, it can just be movement, that's fine, there's plenty of handholds.
Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot the toad that is to the right of Shen, sure.
Alright. It lumbers over him, so it doesn't have much cover, and your precision blow is destructive. And that might be just enough. $21 and $17, right? 38. You steal the kill from Shen, who'd spent all this time wearing it down.
Does that include the resistances from the lightning?
Well, that's
So
a good
demons,
point.
right?
Yeah, that's a valid question, but I hadn't factored it in. Let's check it out. Might just hang on. It is resistant to lightning, so that'll be 4 damage for a total of 19, 33, which finishes it off anyway.
Okay. Because it's usually demons that get lightning and then fiends get, or devils get fire, right?
Wow, Hezrus get quite a lot.
Well no.
So, thanks for reminding me. Credits.
I run my little legs up. Actually, where am I running to? Feel like you guys have probably got it down there. I'll run west.
Brilliant. Just dashing?
Yep.
Alright. You are dashing, but we've already made that joke, but let's make it a second time. Maybe a third. Kamali.
Okey-dokey. Let's see. Still a Hezru over there, so I might as well keep attacking it. I think that's the one that I hexed to. I think only one hits.
You will be right.
17 damage total.
17 is going to start the to reduce it, but it's got a lot more durability, and it will be able to take such a blow.
That's it.
You're doing your best. I believe in you. Comes a voice that booms in your head, baritone and bell-like. Who could it be? Screech, says the Brock. Screech, screech. Uh-oh. Thought Roll20 was doing that thing that Tim described earlier, but it didn't. It's my mouse wheel being locked.
Ugh.
Small blessings. Alright. The rock flies at a speed of 60 through the sky, and then it lands and dodges because it's rather cowardly and doesn't want to engage itself in battle. Reach! That tremendous mass that comes from the west looks like it will be upon us soon. It is casting a great shadow over the western front, and it darkens the sky. You can see and hear great flights, hordes of swarms of insects buzzing, flies and horseflies, mosquitoes and wasps, all the creatures that gather around carrion and help it to rot. But Tilly has much more immediate problems as Garok Null closes in upon her.
Okay.
Garok Null raises all of its blades, its jagged blades, and prepares to execute this champion of Tiamat.
Oh, jeez.
I know, right?
Holy fuck.
I know, right?
Misses.
Well, that's fortunate. Now I can only go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There's 2 hits. Oh, and it broke my arm. It takes 15 cold damage.
creature screeches, angered, as your cold damage seems to hurt it a little.
If I cast a spell on my previous turn, I can use a reaction to cast another spell.
If it's a reaction spell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Alright, so dex save.
Yep. That's pretty good.
Pretty good. Half damage. Or quarter if it's resistant. The creature is angered and promises you eternal retribution.
You can try.
I can guarantee it. I am a champion of Yinoku, and he is on his way to destroy you all.
Well, I'm a champion of Tiamat, and Tiamat protects.
Yinoku's bigger than Tiamat, so there.
My dad could beat up your dad.
That's exactly where I was going.
Kill your god.
Meanwhile, in Grumshtown, the Gnolls charge.
That's exactly.
Grumshtown.
I feel like that would be like a great 80s TV show, 80s sitcom. Grumshtown.
Grumshtown. Got it.
Mr. Gorham's neighborhood.
Down. That's them charging into battle. Tilly.
I'm gonna poke her in the face.
That's brave. I would run away.
19 hit.
I think it probably will. Let's have a look. It does. She's good. She's not that good.
Okay. And then I'll throw a smite on this one.
Brilliant idea. She is a fiend. Does that mean anything for your smites?
Oh yeah, it does.
An extra d8.
Brilliant. Gotta get down to Grumshtown.
15.
Alright, for a total of 31.
Oh, then my extra 14 for the second hit.
For a total of
45.
5, baby.
That is a relatively decisive strike. And it appears that her supreme arrogance has been wiped off her face. You will pay for that, the Gnoll female says. All 16 of her nipples hardening.
You can probably delete Feeble. Tim had to go.
Yeah.
I'll leave him in there anyway, since I've left everything else in Incarnate.
Alright, I'm gonna dash to there. Making sure that she is in the aura. And then bonus action, this is gonna go gonna go about right there.
That'll do.
Alright, that's my turn.
Alright, Gorham.
Fun time for Gorham.
These punks came to the wrong town. Because it's Grumshtown. And starting with this one up here, I will make my attack not recklessly, because I am surrounded. $15. I'm regretting that decision already.
Against which one?
This one right up here in the corner.
Brilliant. You have, he tries to hold up his shield, but you just go around it.
So that is 26.
Killing him instant.
Excellent. At least I'm going to get my bonus action. The next one against his friend up here.
Oh. Not enough, and he laughs at you, promising all of the tender things he is going to do to your body when he has the chance.
He wishes, and I'll use my bonus action attack against him as well.
All right. Axe in the head.
13 for that one, and that will end my go.
Vengeance shall be his.
Sorry, I didn't roll that.
Yes, of course. Excellent. Your life ends now, old man. The Hezru tells our resident old man. Don't where you were saying.
Yeah.
It is a mild injury, similar to when a normal person stubs their toe. And now it's your retaliation time, Shen. Constitution save, I think, immune to poison, doesn't affect you. Shen. That's it. This one is dead, but the other one, no.
I meant the other one.
I thought you might have.
12.
It knocks off one of its thorns, one of its horns, but doesn't have a great amount of impact. That one, however,
Only the crit.
17 will miss, I think. No, it hits. 17 hits.
$20 more.
Alright, 20 on 12 is 32. Your combination of blows is beginning to cause the Hezru to get angry. You can see it may not win this battle after all, and it's just determined to hurt you as much as it can. Mr. Kimber.
Can I see that flying demon to the southwest?
It landed, unfortunately. It took to the sky, then landed, so the short answer is no. You could wait for it to appear.
Guess I'm gonna shoot the one that's attacking Shen then.
Alright. What are friends for? Precision strikes, Billy Kimber. Why don't you steal these kills? 9 and 0, 1 maybe. 15 and 2, 27. And the third hit?
No, the third hit was an accident.
Alright, well it's not enough to... The Hezru will yet be triumphant. Credits.
Alright, moving 30 feet. It's a bit fun.
Gotta stay out of that spiritual guardians in case Incarnus doesn't like you.
I tolerate him well enough, it's fine.
I extend a hand forth, and as I do, green tendrils of energy strike out towards the first 5 that I can see here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the tendrils attach to their face and begin essentially sucking their soul out as I cast Krenitz's Cruel Siphon.
Harsh.
And I close my sheet. One sec. So they each need to make a saving throw.
What sort?
Constitution saving throw. Ooh, wow, that's bad. That's real bad. Alright, so it looks like 4 of them fail. Oh, yep. That's 1 too many. So
Oh, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so just the last
sorry,
one.
the Pack Lord would be one
Well,
of them.
Yeah, he's still one of them, that's right.
Yeah. So one of them saves the 18 and the other 4 fail. So they take 3 damage. And I'll have to total the whole amount there.
And no damage on a failed, on a successful save?
Half damage on a fail.
Okay.
Is that a custom spell?
Yep.
Very nice.
I'll post the actual thing here for people.
Fortunately, it has little effect on this time.
Yeah.
Although it has some effect on you, which is always good. You are overflowing with energy.
It's actually only half of the stuff that only half. Is it? Hold on.
Yeah, you get half the hit points back, yeah.
It actually doesn't help me because I already have 11 temporary hit points from False Life, and it doesn't surpass that. What a weak showing. What a weak first showing of my spell.
This was meant to be your showcase event. Your spell sucks, says Gareth North.
Fuck you, you're next.
Kumali.
Is this rock flying above the scene?
No, it is currently crouched behind.
I'll just keep attacking Hazard then, seeing as this Y have cast.
Boom. 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 2 hits. 11 and 15 will steal the kill and send it back to the abyss. Alright. The cunning of rock. Cunning Rock is going to land behind the Marilla. And the Marilla is going to throw herself into battle.
Marillus first needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Marillus would be happy to make a wisdom saving throw. She likes your spirit guardians.
She takes 22 radiant damage.
Sweet! She then focuses her tail attack on Incarnus. Aggravated as she is by Incarnus' spiritual energy. Hang on, she's got advantage on magic resistance, so does 18 pass?
18 passes, so she takes 11.
Alright, so let that life back.
They sigh.
They sigh indeed. Tail attack on Incarnus. Come on.
A 20 is not going to hit.
Not going to hit. Alright, 3 long swords against Tilly. 1, 3. 3 long swords against Incarnus. 1, 2, 3.
I cast shield from my shield.
Does a 28 hit?
Nope, AC 29.
Ridiculous.
I could have taken shield.
Yeah, no, it gets really ridiculous.
No, I know. I had an abjuration wizard that had 31 AC.
Right.
Yeah.
I think earlier when I was driving the vehicle, I got up to
34 or something.
30. No, it was like 36 because I had Shield of Faith.
Let's play Pathfinder.
I'm just gonna throw this like intelligence save.
Good go. Alright. 4 gnolls run in and begin stabbing into Gorham, who is.
Yes, Gorham did not recklessly attack, so no advantage.
So they just stab as fast as they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 19 hit.
Yep. The only one, the 14 will miss. All the other ones are gonna hit.
How's that?
Alright, let me do some quick math.
Alright. The Pact Lord then attacks with his glaive. And when that misses, he incites Rampage. Rampage! 1 creature? That's lame. Why not all creatures?
Because that would be kind of ridiculous.
That would be Rampage. Alright, so you end up getting stabbed 5 times, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's some damage.
Balguras are dead, and Tilly is fighting a towering snake gnoll with 6 arms.
I have advantage now.
Yes, you do. You've activated my trap card. Trap being Tilly.
I'll throw.
So there's a trap?
Yeah, there's a trap. Dick just makes it better. I'll do it. Oh, they're out. Third level smite. Or second level with the feet.
Okay.
22, 21, 43 damage.
43 is pretty significant, but she fights on unperturbed. Feeble is gone, and Carnus.
Alright, spiritual weapon is now just out of range, so it's gonna go right there. I might actually get to hit something again with it. And then I'm going to just Booming Blade on... $18 hit.
Oh, I think it does. It does.
Wow. Wow. Okay, 9 damage. And that is my turn. I'm just gonna roll Spirit Guardian. There you go, 28's a bit better.
So 29 in total?
No, just
Oh, that's the Spirit Guardians.
yeah, just 28
Yeah.
for Spirit Guardians, but a total of 9 damage for Booming Blade, because I rolled 2 ones.
Your spells are pathetic, all of you. Gorum.
Alright, it's my turn. Shrugging off all those spear blows, I'm going to recklessly attack. Okay, this null starting here.
Hack. Thesis. Oh, devastating.
Alright, the next one in the line going clockwise. This one right here.
Alright.
That is what I like to see.
Jeez.
What nice.
Opens him up.
And going clockwise. This one right here.
Not enough.
Cut it.
Will not do it.
Bummer. You know what? I'll roll my inspiration. I want to get 3 in a row. 20.
That'll do. And finishes him off. And you've evened the numbers significantly with your whirlwind attack.
He just cleaves right through all of them. And turns and faces their pack leader.
The Hezrus are dead, the Dretches are dead, Shen.
Just saying.
I forgot to move on my turn. Damn it.
That is nuts.
Zoom goes the monk.
Oh no, I had to spend a key point. See you on my turn.
No worries. Billy, you are riding an angel.
I'm gonna shoot at
thought
the
he was
giant
riding the
snake
dragon.
thing.
Alright.
Does both of them hit or only one?
The 16 will miss, unfortunately. One hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. Credits.
Alright. I'll move up this way and I will suck all the moisture out of the rock.
That's against the Vrock, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Damn it. And just seeing if this is a save or suck. Half damage. So 16.
Alright.
And it doesn't get dry mouth.
But it does get angry mouth. Brown mouth. Kamali, the direction of the battle seems to have turned.
So it would seem. Can I see them from here? Probably not, because the fallen tree is there out of range anyway. I'll just hold position next to Veeble and Billy. And I'll hold an Eldritch Blast for any enemies that I see.
Alright. The Vrock is angry with Krenitz. Thus, it moves into the limit so that it doesn't get too close to the Spirit Guardians. So that it's your Spirit Guardians is 15 feet, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And at a range of 20 feet, it emits its stunning screech. On save 14 for Krenitz, Incarnus, and Tilly.
I don't think you get
Good
plus
off.
10. Doesn't matter though.
Brilliante. It is not even hurting your ears, and the Vrock is greatly angered, but not as angered as Garricknall.
Needs to make another save.
Alright, here we go. Come on, Garricknall. We're rooting for you. Advantage.
Alright, still takes 14 radiant.
What's its range of its tail? Let's see. Range of the tail? 10 feet? Alright, so it's going to grapple Krenitz. Or not. And when that fails, it will land 3 attacks on Tilly.
Oh, it's an attack grapple.
Yeah, that's right, it's a tail attack, and it
Those
grapples.
miss.
They all miss, which is ridiculous, and 3 attacks on Incarnus.
I'll actually use a spell slot to cast shield this time.
Again.
Alright, more shield spells are consumed.
I still got 3 more.
Brilliant. The gnolls leap onto our friendly Grumsh worshipper. Stab and stab.
Oh, the 20 will hit. The 16 will.
Packlord stabs with his glaive, incites a rampage. The gnolls stab again.
Doesn't it have to recharge?
It does, yeah, you're right, yeah. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Alright.
We knew it wanted it. Alright, so, yep. How many? They all.
So the 20, the 22, and the 23
Yep.
will all hit.
Sorry, they all hit?
No, the 20, the 22, and the 23 hit.
Cool. Alright. 12. Halved. Presumably. 2, 1, 1, 2, 2. Not even halved. Ridiculous. You're scraping through as they are scraping you, Tilly.
I'll just keep on stabbing the big snake lady.
Not enough.
The the 18?
18?
Oh, the 18 will because of your kobold superiority. Except the Marilith finally remembers that she has parry. She blocks your blow.
Alright.
And a skirt around to there. Spiritual weapon is going to go for her. Let's get that out of the way first. Actually, no. Spiritual weapon's not going to move yet. I'm first going to spend a sorcery point to twin cast Booming Blade to attack both her and the other.
Alright.
Let's use our brains here. Alright. So against her. $13 probably is not going to hit.
It is not.
And then against the other, a 14.
It is not today.
Wow. All right, my dice. And then this is gonna move there and try to hit. Wow.
Negative. It was happening in Groomstown.
Murder is up in Groomstown. Alright, so starting with the gnolls, make 2 reckless attack. $15 do it?
15 will do. Execution.
Alright, now turning to the... I guess that's his right? The right of the Gnoll leader? The Gnoll pack leader, going for his other friend.
Alright.
Finishing off his pack.
Oh yeah, taking him out one by one. And now my bonus action for him.
Reduce him to 0 hit points exactly.
21, I'm guessing we'll do it.
That's a fair assumption.
20.
He takes that blow and waits for the next.
Oh, they're coming. He's gonna get all of them next time. And that's gonna do it for me.
Shen.
I'm just gonna wait. How far away am I?
You're 10 feet from the big demon lady.
Cool. That's a miss.
You tried, bud.
That's a miss.
You tried.
That's a miss.
Wrist.
How about that?
Close, but no cigar.
Fuck. Billy.
This is your job, Billy.
I'm gonna spend my action being angry that I dropped the cigarette out of my mouth. No, I'll take 2 shots at the snake.
Don't you live in West Virginia or something? There's all cigarettes in Virginia. "17 and 17 are very close, but she blocks each of them with her blades."
Oh, damn.
That's unfortunate.
It is. Krenitz is also unfortunate.
Right, I will. I'm just going to fire off 2 charges of my magic missile wand.
Into which?
The rock.
Into the rock. It's better than nothing. The rock promises an eternity of torment. Kamali.
Move a bit closer.
Alright.
That put me in range, maybe. Nope, not quite.
This guard cheers you on.
Yeah, I'm out of range, sadly, so I'm gonna have to move again. Actually, I've got my cat sprint, I'll use that as my bonus action. And now I am in range to hit that thing.
Isn't that a free
We'll do
action?
so. Is it a free action to use cat sprint?
Yeah, as long as you haven't used it before. Yeah.
Okay. Let me check the range on Hex. 90 feet, so it's out of range for Hex, so I'll just hit it with regular Eldritch Blast.
Two of those will hit. You're reducing it now. It won't be able to survive much longer if it keeps coming under sustained attacks like that. Rock is rather dismayed, but it looks up at the horizon. He's here! He's finally here! And encouraged by the arrival not just of his general, but of something much greater, the rock moves into position and unleashes its spores.
First, I need to make a wisdom save.
Excellent idea.
Alright, so it only takes 11 radiant damage.
Alright.
And Incarnus has a +4 to her save.
Thank you, thank you.
It doesn't matter, but
I need to make one as well.
yeah.
What is it? Poisoned. Whatever.
Alright. I'll give you a little green dot so I can remember. Ah, my lord and master has arrived! Now this entire town shall know its destruction. And, the Marilith does its the same tactics. Tail against friend.
I will shield.
Alright. Three
Marilith
swords.
needs to make a wisdom save.
Oh, right. I thought I already did that was for the rock, wasn't it?
Yeah. Alright, so it takes 11 radiant.
Alright. 3 swords against Tilly.
2 hits. And I will use another Hellish Rebuke at 2nd level.
Brilliant. Advantage on the save, so passes, half damage. Quarter damage because resistant to fire.
No.
Alright, 3. How much was the how much was the spirit?
Oh, 11.
It took 11 after the reduction.
Alright. Okay. 11 and 3, 14. 11. Brilliant, brilliant! So that was 3 attacks against Tilly and 3 attacks against Encarnus. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn another shield.
Alright.
I want to maintain the Spirit Guardian.
I suspected as much. The Gnolls are dead, but the pack leader remains. My lord and master, he is finally here. This shall be your end. And he glaives. Grabs his glaive. Of the forum.
Can't find his glaive.
Try. Really try. Unfortunately, your doom has appeared.
Ooh, that's a big boy.
That
That's a
man.
gargantuan.
We got this.
Our battle will be legendary.
Where is it at?
All the way to the west.
All the way in the west.
There.
I was gonna say it looks like a big flint, but I think it's worse than that.
Far worse. It is the Prince of Demons.
Nice.
Tilly.
I'm going to stab the snake bitch some more.
Finish her. Brilliant. She can't parry that.
I need to save my smites. 20.
Not enough if she parries.
Is parry once per turn, or is it just...
A turn, unless you could take a reaction every turn.
What?
Beeble is not here in Karnas.
Huh. Well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and try to hit her with the spiritual. 20?
Will strike, but she will use her parry.
Is spiritual
All right.
weapon considered a melee attack?
It is.
Okay.
It's a melee spell.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how it worked.
Good question. Valid question.
Hold on, I'm thinking on something real quick.
Sure.
Screw it. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this option and spend another sorcery point to twin cast Booming Blade.
Excellent. She cannot.
So against the one gal, 19. Hitter.
It not only hits her, it will finish her.
Alright, I feel better about that decision. And then against the rock. 19 against the rock.
That will be enough.
24. There's some decent rolling.
Alright, 24. Decisive. It frightens the rock, it causes its feathers to fall out, but it doesn't finish it off.
Alright, that is my turn.
Gorham, this Knoll Lord is doubled over with laughter. So hilariously amused by just how fucked you are.
Well. He can laugh all he wants, as my great axe is gonna smack him in the face.
He just stands there ready to take it. And he doubles over with laughter to watch your feeble attack fail. You're so afraid, he tells you. I can smell your fear.
I fear nothing. Boom. I think that's gonna do it.
Reckless, right?
Yep, that was reckless.
I figured as much. It wouldn't have mattered. You, would have killed him anyway.
Nice.
That's 70 damage? Good god.
Oh yeah.
That's all.
Maybe Gorham can take this Prince of Darkness over here.
What do you mean?
Alright. And Gorham is going to... He's going to use his movement, hold his ground, and under his breath just whisper, "Witness me, Grumsh," and he's going to stare down this thing.
The Hezrus are dead. The Dretches are dead. Shit.
I'm just gonna... Meow. Actually, no. I'm gonna let my barbarian do his thing. Take an attack.
Alright.
I have faith in you.
And I have faith in Grumsh.
Billy.
I am gonna be glad that I'm sitting safe in the back as a sniper and take 2 shots at the giant motherfucker.
2 shots at the rock? Or
The giant one that just appeared, the general.
awesome. You strike the Prince of Demons. You have been
400.
only one of those will hit because it'll be a disadvantage. Alright, it is a successful strike. And is that the end of your turn?
Sure.
Then Yinolku himself is going to take a legendary action to charge.
Let's go.
Alright, he moves at a speed of 50.
He's only a god, we can take him.
Yeah, we got the power of Tiamat on our side.
Exactly.
And drugs.
Between the
And
power of
anime.
Tiamat,
And
between the power of Tiamat and the power of Grumsh, you know, we got this.
yeah, what could go wrong?
So all you need.
Tia
all you
Grumsh?
need-
Murder. That's all you need to know. Everything will die.
Credits.
So since we hit 10 and 11, the spell has become somewhat useless. Well, not useless, but very diminished because of my inured to death. But I will cast Life Transference on... oh wow. Can I use my inspiration to re-roll that?
Only if it's
Damn.
Hold on. Can I, since it is a spell that heals, can I use my empowered healing?
It's not a healing spell, it's a necrotic spell. I don't think that's be how it works. Like, I don't think it would work on vampire.
Yeah, I was trying to be cheesy. I fully admit it.
Well, in any case, I take 8 damage, and Gorum, you heal for 16.
Is he... He's out of range. It's 30 feet.
I can move if I need to. Yeah, it is 30 feet.
Alright, so the rock.
Okay, yeah, so, sorry, I take 7 damage, and you heal for 14. Gorum?
Thank you very much.
Yinoku takes a legendary action and charges. Brennets. Oh, you got Kamali.
Well, let's see. What can I do to challenge a god?
Go pew 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 pew.
Well, he probably has legendary resistances, but this is a good time to test the spell regardless. For my 6th level spell, my Mystic Arcanum, I took one of the new UA psychic spells called Psychic Crush. It seems pretty OP, so I'm going to post the description here. It's a kind of save or suck spell.
Stun for a minute. Yeah, it's a nasty spell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
I think it'll get nerfed, but for now it's an amazing spell.
It seems like a save or suck version of Power Word Stun, essentially.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
But yeah, so I'll cast it on Yinoku and then prepare for the inevitable legendary resistance.
It's only
Oh,
60
yes.
foot range.
60 foot range.
There's advantage on it anyway.
I think you're targeting the right stat, though. I'm hoping it's not intelligent.
It only has a 60 foot range.
Yeah.
Just completely didn't notice that. In that case, I will just... not even in range for Eldritch Blast. God damn it. 5 feet out.
Have you?
I think I did.
Yeah, he used his feeling agility last round, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, just used it. You have to get 0 move.
Yeah, you're next. You'd have to take 0 movement this round to.
I can get close enough to use Eldritch Blast at least. So we'll see if that phases him.
Pew pew pew.
1 hit.
Push him back 10 feet.
I'll push him back 10 feet. There's no save, so he just gets pushed back.
Alright, so there's nothing about the.
There's no size class to the Eldritch Blast one.
It's really dumb.
Yeah, it's just
Alright.
you get
It,
isn't it? It's not
it's
like
the same. Yeah, it's the same as the mobile flourish on College of Swords bar. It doesn't have a size category limitation.
Yep, I think it's one of the design flaws with 5e, but that's the simplicity of it. So, you push him back, but he is still within 5 foot range of Gorham anyway, since he'd thrown himself right into the middle of it. He spends a legendary action. And he swats away Gorham.
Oh man.
Okay, DC 24. You can make this. Come on. If anyone can make it, you can make it.
You are raging, so
The attack has to land first, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming it will because I was reckless last round. Oh god.
Oh, it has only like a plus 14.
plus 16.
Oh shit!
10 damage.
Roll low damage at least.
No, I'm raging, so I'll take 5 damage.
Only a plus 9 to its damage rolls.
And then you have to do your strength save.
I guess it wasn't really a.
Alright, here comes. Oh, I'm raging, so I'll have advantage on my strength
Correct.
save.
Yeah.
Alright, here it comes. Yeah, absolutely terrible. I think that's.
Yeah. Do you get knocked back? Or is it prone and knockback?
It's prone.
Push 15 feet away in a straight line.
If you fail by 5
Yeah,
or more,
I fail by 5 or more, right?
Yeah.
So I'm prone.
Probably say also is prone, and that's what we'll go with. Oh. The Vrock is in the middle of battle now.
has to make a. Oh, I didn't roll it last round. A Spirit Guardians.
Right.
So it takes 9. That was a bad roll.
Isn't it 8? Or no, yeah, 9.
Yeah, 19. Have.
Yeah, I'm tired.
I get it.
Alright. It hasn't yet tried to summon anyone, so it's gonna try.
Good.
I really thought it was gonna work.
Arctic really wants to kill us today.
I'm keen. I'm very keen. But I will have to wait until next week. But we have run out of time.
Yeah.